Today is the day. Ja Morant is set to make his return to the Memphis Grizzlies lineup tonight, and boy are they in need of a boost to their miserable start to the season. Hi, I'm Jesse McNamer, and welcome to BVM Sports Point of View. Before we get into it today, I just want to say we always appreciate your feedback and look forward to reading your comments like this one right here. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess today's trivia question down below. But today's topic: will Ja Morant alone be enough to turn this season around in the Blues City? The All-Star guard plans to make his season debut tonight in New Orleans against the Pelicans after serving a 25-game suspension to start the year. He rejoins a team that was one of the best teams in the league last season, but is off to just an awful start these first 2 months. Morant has been allowed to practice and travel with the team during his suspension, so the hope is that he can slide right back into the lineup seamlessly, but that's going to be easier said than done. The Grizzlies are already without Steven Adams and Brandon Clark, two essential pieces to the puzzle last season, and have been hovering near the bottom of the NBA without their top star. Their continuity has taken a big hit from what they've been accustomed to, and that is not an easy fix. Add in the fact that Memphis has one of the worst offenses in the entire NBA, and you could see why it's going to be tough for Morant to turn this team around. He's going to need to elevate the team and do it fast, because even though there are still 50-plus games left to be played, their chances of making the playoffs have taken a huge hit. Here's what Morant had to say about his absence and how that's affected his team so far.
Definitely, some guilt in that. Obviously, I'm not on the floor, and obviously nobody likes losing. So, our job is to, go out there and get a win. I take full responsibility of that. Obviously, even though I'm not on the floor, decisions I made didn't allow me to be out there, to go to battle with my team.
It's great to hear he's taking some responsibility for the current state of the team. And it's a good first step to getting the Grizzlies train back on the tracks, but he will need to perform like the Ja Morant we're used to if he actually wants to put the suspension officially behind him. Last season, Morant averaged 26 points and 8 assists to lead the Grizzlies to the second seed in the Western Conference. That's already nearly impossible to achieve this season, so what can Morant still do to help Memphis? Let's start with the obvious. The offense has been an absolute mess. Memphis is dead last or very close to it in points per game, field goal percentage, and three-point percentage. They can't rebound. They can't stop turning it over. Simply put, everything has been out of control, and that's where Morant needs to step in. Here's what one of Morant's teammates, Xavier Tillman, had to say about the impact Morant's suspension has on the team.
As far as on the court, you can just tell he's the heartbeat of the team. When he goes, we go. When he popping his shit, we feel like we can pop our shit. Basically that confidence for us. And even when he was out, the first suspension, those 8 games, we played everybody down to the wire, but we got to the fourth quarter, we missing the dudes who we would give the ball to and get the out of the way. And now, with him being suspended now for these 25, it's, people gonna have to step up. But at the same time, it's not to say that we're not gonna miss having him on the court, because like you said, he's the heartbeat. He's the one, when he's going, we're all right, bet, let's do it. We can take on anybody.
As Tillman said, they need the guy they can go to when things get tough. All great teams have at least one of those guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Anthony Edwards is that for Minnesota. Both of those teams are in a similar spot as the Grizzlies and are thriving with the very same plan. Beyond on-court production, all great teams need a leader, and Morant was exactly that in his first few seasons with the team. Now with this incident behind him, he will need to work hard to repair his status as team leader, and I gotta say, I'm not sure it can be back to 100% before this season is lost. However, we do need to keep in mind that Morant is still just 24 years old. Think about it. Where were you when you were making the right decisions in your early 20s? It's of course safe to say he still has a lot of growing up to do, but it would be just plain stupid to write off a young star who seems to be making an effort to get his career back on track. So will the Grizzlies turn the tides and make a run at the playoffs now that their franchise player is back? I think they're too far gone. But with still plenty of season left, I won't blame you if you think Morant can still be the savior in Memphis. One team that's definitely on the right path is the Los Angeles Lakers. Check out our latest video on them and the impact the in-season tournament championship had on their season. We appreciate you tuning into this episode of BVM Sports Point of View, and we will see you in the next one.